Welcome to Awesome Stadium, respected and feared by all opponents. This might be, per capita, the loudest place in college football. Very tough environment for any visitor. And Wilder, we have a fun one here ahead. A top 10 team walking into the snake pit of an environment just trying to get out alive. This will be fun, as we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 17th ranked team, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. Receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly.
Chris, I just don't understand the logic here to go for this onside kick so early in the game, but I guess you can appreciate the boldness.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. The ball is picked off. He's got some room and some blockers here. The 30, inside the 20. Brings the interception all the way back. Touchdown, Ducks.
Chris, you're talking about a dream scenario. You step in front of one, not only come up with the interception, but take it to the house for a touchdown, and you're up 6-0 on the first play.
Now to try here for the extra point. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Return begins inside the 10. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They're trying to recover from that last possession. They had things going, but then a pick six, a devastating play. They've got to recover from that right now. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
You know, Chris, you think about it, efficiency has always kind of been the description of a great Alabama quarterback. Man, think about the playmakers that they've had.
And he's looking to make a big play downfield. Makes the grab down at the 15-yard line. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Bama. Well, a touchdown to a wide-open man. Kirk, what in the world was going on the defensive side on that play?
Wow, what was the defense thinking here? You can't let a player roam free like that. They just completely forgot about him and gifted him a touchdown.
Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Set to kick off.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. First down here for this offense. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. Caught quickly. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. The pass rush closing in. And that's just thrown away. A pretty obvious intentional grounding call. Yeah, here's the marker. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Off play action. He's looking to throw. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
The offense starts with a short field. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Alabama now operating in the red zone. It's a quick grab. They stop him, but it's a first down. Receivers are bunched together. Here comes a handoff. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down. So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on 3rd down, trying to force a field goal. On 3rd and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. Picks up a gain here. They'll stop him just a few inches short of the first down marker.
Well, they tried to grind that out for those 2 yards, and they came up just short. I'm talking inches short. You know the players are going to say, hey, Coach, let's go for it. We can make it. We can make it. It's 4th down in inches. Get behind that line and go for it.
They need less than a yard for a first down. They'll go for it, of course. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense.
I can really appreciate this offensive coordinator not trying to just do something crazy. You're less than a foot away from the first down line. Just punch it in and pick up a first down. That's what they call here, and it works out perfectly.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. Defense grabs the football. It's a turnover. Across midfield. Steps out of bounds after an enormous gain, but there is a penalty marker on the field. This one may be coming back. So the offense will decline the penalty and just take the result of that play. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And they'll use the ground game here. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Second down play coming up. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. He'll look to throw it here on second down. He's moving out of the pocket. Trying to create here on the move. Makes the catch downfield. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Boy, nice completion here by this Oregon offense to be able to show you it's not just about the quarterback's ability to run. Often you associate that with that Oregon quarterback, right? That dual threat guy that can run it. Do not forget about their ability to throw the football out in Eugene. Think about Darren Thomas, the career that he had. He started for a few years, took his team all the way to the national championship, made some big throws. And Justin Herbert. Of course, enough said, we see it every NFL Sunday what he can do. 4-year starter for the Ducks. We're still seeing these Ducks quarterbacks being able to throw the football.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. There's a shot toward the end zone. And that one's picked off. What a play. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Chris, he's trying to find something. Nothing is there. Everything is covered downfield. He's rolling to his right. Eyes are downfield. But the one thing he doesn't see is that defender who steps in front of that to make that interception.
Time for one more play here in the quarter. Handoff from the shotgun. And they get him down to wrap up the first period of play. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Offense looking to throw the ball. Just gets it away. It's a deep ball. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
And this crowd coming to life here trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Chris, this is a great game, but I'm always so impressed with the offensive line because they sell this as much as anything. The quarterback's making the read, trying to figure out if the defense is committed to the run or the pass, and then he's going to go the other direction. He makes the right throw here out to the flat to the right, but the offensive line showing the defense it's a run look is what opens this up eventually for the nice game.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looks right for a quick completion. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
Well, when you play zone defense on third down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
It leads to second down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fit, holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Perfect 2 for 2 on third down to this drive, but they'll need 10 yards here. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
A running play called on fourth down. Breaking free at the 35. Moves the football to the 30. Good enough for a first down.
I'm going to be honest here. I'm completely shocked that they kept it on the ground. I think the defense is too. I don't think they were prepared for it. It's one of those things where it just makes you scratch your head, and it somehow works out.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defense coordinator. You're right. He shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Now it's second down here. Here's the toss play now, running left. He shreds the tackle. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage.
Well, this guy's got some wiggle, and you can see there he's got some power. He's able to break through one arm tackle, but the secondary comes up to finish him off.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Handoff here from the shotgun. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Makes the catch. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. So they reach the end zone after a marathon march. How about the execution on that drive, Kurt?
Well, I know a lot of times people get excited for the big plays. They're fun to watch. But what's impressive to me is an offense that can put together a long drive and then finally cap it off with a touchdown. That way you don't have to always rely on the big plays. That's a great drive.
And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. Trying to create outside the pocket now. That's a dangerous throw. It falls incomplete, but this defense almost had a second interception today.
Boy, this defense has this quarterback rattled. An interception the last series. He almost threw another one.
He'll test the right side here. Breaking free at the 35. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Going to try to use his legs here. The senior calls his own number, picks up the first down.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's 2nd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Receiver in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up the first down here on this next play.
Critical 3rd down play for this offense right here. Off the RPO, caught to the right. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into the...
And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Not much on the return. Tackled at the 17, but a big interception for this defense.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. We'd expect a prudent decision here, backed up near their own end zone. Just run the clock out and get to halftime. Running out of time in the pocket.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
Second down after that previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. The pocket breaking down. Down he goes. A sack.
Chris, he's getting in there so quickly. You might want to consider a chip block with either the tight end or a running back to slow him down. He's just too talented out there.
Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. The Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. The first job here, protect the football. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. The back's got it on the pitch. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid game. Stay ahead of the chains.
And they pick up the first on the ground. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking for his big tight end. He's got a man down the middle. They bring him down, but the game moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43.
Hey, a first down here by this Oregon offense. Nice to see the quarterback and receiver in sync and very efficient. Something that Oregon really prides itself on. As much as you want to think about that quarterback with the ability to run, remember, they can hurt you with their arm as well.
Gives it to the back. You make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
Well, this is exactly where you find out what you're made of as a team. When you're trailing coming out of the half, how do you respond? Well, we know how this running back's going to respond. What a statement to get this second half started.
On first down, they'll keep the running game churning. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Lets it fly to the wideout. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
That's an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding that window between the zones and delivering the ball on time.
The Ducks lining up here on 1st and 10. A quick throw out left, complete. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. He's brought down after a short gain. That's not going to be first down yardage.
Wow, they get positive yards here. You have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
Movement here from the tight end. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
How about the call here? They go with the screen on 3rd down and short. You don't see that called very often. They're not able to even complete the pass, so no chance at a conversion. So we got 4th and short.
This one is right through.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And the deep kick will sail out the back of the end zone for a touchback. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. And looking to throw now on first down. Makes a quick grab. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards, and they stay ahead of the sticks.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. And the quarterback dropping back. He's going for a big play downfield. Catch made down inside the 15. Touchdown, tied. This offense really clicking.
Chris, that's his second touchdown of the day. You talk about getting off to a great start. He may have more in it.
He had the extra point, and the lead now is 11, 21-10. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And here's the return from inside the 5. Will be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. The defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get...
That deep shot is caught for a big gain. That's a big gain, finally brought down near the 37.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
Well, another great play by an Alabama defensive lineman. And you just think of that over the years, probably the last 30 years, going all the way back to John Copeland on that 1992 Alabama defense. Most recently, guys like Jonathan Allen, Deron Payne, Quinnen Williams. You can always count on Bama having great defensive linemen and difference makers.
That sack sets up a second down and long. Quick throw to his receiver. It is complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
Always have to be careful on the sideline not to step out accidentally. The wide receiver does a good job here on the route to bring the ball in while on a tightrope.
First down. Looking to throw the football. Receiver makes the catch. Tackle after he makes the first down as the seconds tick away here in the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Alabama 21, Oregon 10.
So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Oh, the reverse. Tackle way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure a defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take a lead in this game at some point.
The offense eager to keep this drive going, but facing a 3rd and long from the 20 now. Quarterback drops back. Looking to the end zone. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he scores. Touchdown, Oregon. That's an important score. We've got a 1-possession game now, Kirk, and it's game on.
It's game on, and now it's about this defense coming up with a stop. Everybody in the stadium knows that they're going to run the football and try to milk the clock. So what can your defense do to ensure they don't do that successfully?
Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And the 2-point try is successful, making this just a 3-point lead. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. the Alabama offense onto the field. And now the handoff. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle made after a big gain.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. But when teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
First down, looking to throw the ball. He's a wide-open receiver, complete. Touchdown, Alabama. This quarterback on fire today. How important was that touchdown, Kirk? It's now a two-possession game here in the second half.
It's a great job of this offense with their execution and having situational awareness here in the second half. They now have, as you said, Chris, this two-possession lead. They got a great chance to finish it off and get a win.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. That one sails out of the back of the end zone with the touchback. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Falls incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Well, this is just an outstanding job by this defender being in phase against this receiver and being able to tip that ball away. He actually tips it up into the air. The offense catches a break that ball's not intercepted.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout. So second down after the incompletion. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Fires it on the move. He's got a receiver wide open here. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Okay, ready?
The offense really clicking here.
Here we go.
On first down, it's play action. Quick throw, testing the middle. Oh, and he doesn't hang on. Looks like it was deflected before it got to him. That'll bring up second down.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground, but the next tip ball could be going the other way.
Finds the receiver wide open. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. The Ducks hustle to the line to run the hurry-up.
Chris, how about this? I mean, there's nobody open initially. He rolls out to be able to get out of the pocket away from the pressure and eventually finds the big tight end for those positive yards in that first down.
Offense cranking up the tempo now. No huddle. Looking to chuck it again. He's running out of time here. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
That sack sets up an important third down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And it's complete downfield. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal.
Hey, it's got to start somewhere. That's a nice conversion here on third down. You got a long way to go, but maybe a little got momentum here. Let's see what they can do coming off that nice play.
Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks. And they'll set up for the PAT. PAT is good. They still trail, though. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage.
And the Alabama offense will take over. 1st and 10.
So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Suddenly, this is a 3-point game in the 4th quarter. Interesting to see how aggressive they get with play calling. Use the running game to chew on this clock now.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
The tight end has got it. A huge hit by the linebacker. A collision of big bodies there. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Solid gain in the running play. 3rd down now. Try and muscle for the 1st down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 now. And the wideout goes in motion. And they'll go right back to him on 1st down. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. And the quarterback just kneels down. So this team is beginning to stack wins now against really high-quality opposition. You wonder what the ceiling for this group is.
Yeah, I think you're right. This is a football team right now that's playing with a lot of confidence. I like the way that they are progressing. We'll just have to see how far they can continue to progress and where it'll take them.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.